Hey, welcome. I'm an artist, not that kind. And I'm done with art tips, because if I see one more video giving the most random and obvious art tips, like girl, I'm throwing more than just my hands, I'm throwing my old Nokia phone, and that shit's gonna hurt. Like it's my 1000th time seeing the art tip that goes, oh, you shouldn't raise someone's art and post it and call it your own creation. No shit, Einstein, that's not a tip, that's common sense. Common sense. And let's not even get into the TikTok art tips. Let's not. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about 5 art tips that I think just needs to go.
Oh, look, a strawberry.
Let me know in the comment section what are the tips that you think is overrated. Okay, guides are important, okay, not overrated, they're not overrated.
Bitch! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this!
But what do you mean you need a guide to draw the nose hair? Like, the amount of tutorials I have been seeing, 10 lines down the face just to locate the lips. What do you mean you need to locate your lips? It's literally there. It's there. It's there. How do you know? How do you not know where lips are? If it's so hard, I will show you.
Do you see a lip? Where? Yeah, there it is!
Worst part? There's a guide to draw another guide.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
This is when you know you need to put that pen down and never lift it back again. Because you cannot convince me that you need 10 lines, 4 geometric shapes, a scale to draw a nose, and you still get it wrong.
Okay, listen here, bitch. I'm sick of it.
So guides are not overrated, but too many guides are overrated. Especially the measurement guides where it's like 2 inches from your knees is your ankles and 2 inches from your ankles is your shove it up your ass. Those tips are useful when you're drawing a pose that is standing still, looking forward. That's it. It's not practical to draw for other poses or complicated poses. That's why I personally use one body part to measure the other. It's more practical, especially when drawing poses. You can watch this video of mine to get more practical ways to draw your poses. I personally think too much guide makes your art stiff and overwhelm you by the time you're done with the math equation. There is no space for the actual thing to draw. So my advice is to keep the guides simple. If you're a beginner and you need those guides, of course use them, but try to eventually reduce them one by one to the basic guide. Yes, it does. This is overrated tip where people are like, you don't need fancy items to draw, you need passion and probably a pen and paper. No, because whoever started this art advice, I need you 10 feet under the ground with my leg on your throat, because it's giving I'm not like other artists. Yes, you don't need fancy ass drawing supplies to draw good, but you ain't stopping me from downloading that free brushes online and getting that $1 pen from Temu. Investing in your art is good. I'm not saying to go buy that $1000 tablet, but if you can, then why not? Even if it's a cheap art supply, explore it. See your options. If you're a digital artist, go through that unlimited free brush library. Because as an artist who has been through those brushes, I can tell you, when you find that pen, it's like you found that one piece. Even better if you can create your own digital brushes. I have been creating my own brushes for years and that's all I use for now. Because after finding this pen that works the best on my hand, I have been able to draw better, I have been able to practice more, and especially a lot of time, brushes are gonna make your art style. So brush do matter. Okay, this tip originally started from artists giving tips saying just draw. People hated that tip so much, and it makes sense. Telling someone to draw without any purpose of understanding what they are making and just telling them to draw to improve.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa!
That's too damn bad!
It's a bad tip, which has led to the birth of the opposite of just draw, which is don't just draw. This has been a very popular art advice given recently, and I very personally think don't just draw is a bit overrated. I'm on the just draw team. Okay, hear me out for a second. Because that's exactly what I did, just draw. 2 years back, I desperately wanted to learn how to draw human bodies in a very limited time, and I have watched those anatomy videos, the Loomis method, mastery of gastro drawing book. I am someone who cannot who just cannot bear too much complicated information. Art advice, anatomy video, it just didn't help me. So I just gave up and just started drawing. Every day, only thing I used was reference and it paid off. Within a month, I was able to draw body parts. I went from this to this. But it was an extreme practice, so I did practice a lot. So just drawing did work out for me. So I think it can work out for some people. I truly think you can learn even when you're just drawing. Your hands are memorizing the patterns, the strokes, your eyes are training. But again, this advice is not for everyone. But if you're like me who cannot take any complicated information, just draw, okay? Just draw.
Mom, leave me alone. I wanna be famous.
This is a common tip given by artists to use Pinterest as a reference for their art, and it's a good tip until 2026, where Pinterest is just ads. Still, you can find the best references in Pinterest for your maybe clothing or illustrations, but for gesture drawings, anatomy practice, facial expression study, Pinterest can be a bit overrated. I would rather use YouTube. Whenever I want to practice anatomy studies, gesture drawings, I put on a sports or dance videos, not the LA kind though. You can't see shit behind what they wear.
Here she comes. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him.
Maybe something like this, something very expressive. Since it's a video, the motions are more fluid and natural and lets you get the grasp of the actual human movements. You can pause wherever you want and practice your art. Not only for anatomy, when you practice with videos, your eyes will also train on that camera angles, choreography of the fight, which will also be useful if you plan to make your own comic one day. And let's not forget expression study. Pinterest is full of baddies serving resting bitch face.
I love her lack of energy. Go girl, give us nothing.
We need our expression study, and you can find that in YouTube. You can literally watch any video and you can find expressions there. My favorite videos to practice expression study on are when people have to take accountability. You gotta study that expression because wow, the acting.
Prima donna.
This is not an art advice that's given, but just something I have seen artists do, where they literally, in the name of practicing drawing human body, they learn all the muscle name, body parts name, all the bone name, toenails to hair follicle. I didn't know we all trained as a part-time doctor. Why do you have to complicate everything? Just why? What is the purpose of this information? Like, I have seen artists do a whole bullet and line thing naming everything. Just apply for that medical college. Just why? I'm not telling any artist that this is right and this is wrong and you shouldn't learn all these names. If you want to be a part-time medical student, you do you. I'm just talking to beginners who may feel inclined to do the same thing just because the artists they love are doing it.
Yeah, boy.
You don't have to. It may look cool, but honestly, it's kind of a waste of a time. Even in art books, it's there so that they can identify that part to you, so that they can name that part and tell you about it, not for you to learn that as well. So learning the whole body part name, muscle name, bone name is overrated. You may know what's the muscles around the thighs are called, but you still cannot draw the thigh. And you're here to draw the thigh. Don't forget your main quest, that is to draw.